Hi, so I am here to talk to you guys today about skeletons. So skeletons are all of our bones, and every animal that is a vertebrate, right, has some kind of a skeleton. So I wanted to go through this and just label the major pieces and talk about their function a little bit. Really, all the bones have the same basic function, which is to support and to protect us. So kind of like the stem of a plant. So starting up at the top, you have the skull, right? The skull houses the brain. Brain is inside, right? Your eyeballs would sit right in front. This jawbone, sometimes called a mandible, is a separate bone, but it's part of the skull. Okay, and then your skull sits on top of your spine. Okay, and the spine goes all the way down your back, and it's actually kind of hollow. In the middle of it, there's a little hole, and your spinal cord runs down that. Okay, so going down, you've got ribs, and the ribs protect most of your internal organs, your heart, your lung, liver, all of that fun stuff. It's really important. It needs to be kept safe. Your ribs are in there. Okay, if we turn Mr. Skeleton here around, you have these two bones on the back that are called shoulder bones or scapula, right? And you have them, they kind of float on the back of your rib cage. These are shoulder blades, okay? So at the very top, this is called a clavicle, and that is this bone right here, clavicle. It's like your top rib, okay? And that on either end connects to your arms. So your arms are made of two bones, two very large bones. Okay, well, three bones, really. I'll explain. The top one is one. This is your humerus. Okay, that's sometimes why they call it the funny bone, because it's humorous. You get it? Okay, and then the bottom half of your arm is two bones, the radius and the ulna. Okay, and your hand is made of lots of little bones. So there are several bones in your wrist. There are bones that go all along through this, and then there are bones at each knuckle, right? And that's why your hand is able to do what it does, because of all the different bones and joints that give it a chance to move. So humerus, radius, and ulna, hand bones. Okay, now if we go down the spine, we come to the pelvis. Okay, and the pelvis has both of your hip joints. They're a ball and socket type joint. Okay, so these are ball and socket joints, and your shoulders are also ball and socket joint. There's like a socket, kind of like a cup, and the other part of the bone has a ball, and it just plugs right in there. Your shoulders are the same way as your hips. Okay, so pelvis, and as we go into the legs, this is the biggest bone, and this is called your femur. Okay, so this is a femur, and then you have your knee, which is similar to a ball and socket joint, but a little bit different. And then coming down here, you've got two more bones at the bottom of each leg. So just like your arm was one bone and then two bones, your legs are one bone and then two bones. And these bones are called your fibula and tibula, okay? And just like your hands were made of lots of different bones, your feet are also made of lots of different bones, okay? So that is your skeleton. It holds you up, it gives you a shape, okay? It protects you. It does a lot of things that we would not be able to live without.